just got done eating at this place called Shell Shack. Oh my gosh, it is delicious seafood. We had crab tater tots and catfish and fried shrimp and french fries and a Caesar salad, and that was even delicious. And now my husband ran into PetSmart because we need dog food and cat food. And then we're gonna be headed home, probably do some school stuff and enjoy the rest of our afternoon. What's going on, friends? It is much later in the evening. I have a little bit of alone time, which is kind of weird. My husband decided to take my son to play some games at the arcade after we had dinner. So they went to go do that. I figured, let me come and chat with you guys and show you some things that I have found and some things we're doing in homeschool and all that jazz. So I went to Target today and they had a few different kid items, not a few, they had a pretty good amount of kid things in the, what do they call the dollar spot now? I don't even know. Whatever, the dollar spot. They had money and subtraction. They also had addition and something else. I want to say colors, but I don't really think that it was, oh, telling time, that's the other one. But what's different about these, they're not just flashcards. These say, pull the tab to reveal the answer. So I thought that was stinking cool. These were only $1. And then this one has like punch outs for the money. So there's like actual dollars and coins and all of that in there, as well as little cards for them to quiz themselves and all that jazz. So I am going to have my son take these subtraction cards with us. We're going out of town this weekend, so I figured that was perfect. And I wanted to kind of show you guys, I know I talk about these photo boxes all the time, but that is because they will hold up so you can shove them in a bag or have them in the car and everything's not gonna get squished. And then they latch so they hold pieces. So if you want to take an activity that has a lot of pieces, or in this case a lot of cards, these are awesome to have. I had a Chick-fil-A Discover Colors thing that my son got in a kids meal. We had those in here that we were traveling with and having those to do if we are waiting for food or whatever, picking up groceries or on a drive to go see my parents or whatever. The fun thing about these that I was just kind of playing with to check the size, I can put both of these boxes, the entire thing in here, and comfortably close and latch it. So that kind of shows you how much space is in there. I will link another video that has some of the other ideas that we use our photo boxes for and some of the activities that we have in there for our regular learning and all that. So this is actually going to be traveling with us in the car because we'll be driving like 5 hours on our little weekend trip. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought those were so neat. I love that Target always has those fun activities, and $1 for a box of like interactive activities and spicing up the flashcards. I'm all about it. Tonight, I'm gonna spend my time wisely. I want to just go and sit on the couch and watch, I don't know, probably Superstore. Do y'all watch that on, I think it's on Hulu. Super cute show. I think they have like 6 seasons or maybe even more, but I just recently started watching it. It's not new by any means. I'm definitely on the late show, but I think it's really cute. So I've been watching that and trying to get some work done at the same time, and we know how that goes. But as much as I would love to be just sitting and acting like I'm working, I need to get some things done. We have been studying and learning about Jackie Robinson for the month of February. So I'm going to be getting some activities for us to finish off the week. And especially because we're about to be going out of town, I want to tie up any loose ends before we go. So I'm going to try to pump out some other different things that I have on my to-do list, make sure that everything's ready to roll for these last few days of the week so we can enjoy our weekend and not feel like we forgot anything. And I'm also going to try to set myself up so when I come back, everything's ready to roll for next week. And that brings me to the last thing I wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to be doing like an assessment, and I'm just going to make this for my son just so I can gauge and feel a little more comfortable where he is in terms of where we are now and looking forward the next few weeks and leading into the summer, what we will need to kind of check off so we can comfortably say that we're done with this year's homeschooling. So just so I can kind of look ahead to figure out what else needs to be planned before the end of the year. All of my dogs are in here because I'm the only one here, like the only human here. They're all laying in here and one of them is snoring so loudly on the floor. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but gigantic babies. Do y'all's animals do that, or do they just leave you alone? Like, I know it's a pack thing, I get it, but when my husband's here, they don't want anything to do with me. They check in every now and then if they need to go outside. Other than that, they're like, yeah, right, we're gonna go hang out with dad. So I do love this time, but he's snoring so stinking loudly laying right here on the floor, of course, while I'm trying to take a video. This is the book we've been reading from, Who Was Jackie Robinson by Gail Herman. I got this one off of Amazon, so I will link it below. And then I found these on Teachers Pay Teachers. I'll also leave the link for this. As I was looking for some Jackie Robinson things, let me find where Jackie Robinson is. This timeline of his life was included, but that kind of gave me the idea to go ahead and include these other historical figures. There's Ruby Bridges, Martin Luther King Jr., Harriet Tubman, Jesse Owens, and Rosa Parks. So I believe we will take the opportunity to go over chronological order again, since we've already learned about that in our reading, and really apply it to history and continue learning about all of these other historical figures. My son has already decided that next we're going to talk about Rosa Parks, so this works out perfectly, and I'm sure I'll be showing you guys that on another video. Alright friends, well that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed kind of hanging out with me a little bit and seeing what I do in my free time, I guess you could say. Give this video a thumbs up, be sure you subscribe so you don't miss another one, and I will see you next time.